everybody, welcome to Temu Terror, the show where we look at 5 to 10 products on Temu based on a certain category of words. In today's episode of Temu Terror, we are basing on the category of video games. Let's get started. So we're going to start pretty basic here with a PS5. This right here is the M5 home game console HD 4K console TV double wireless Rocket 9 big simulator game support. Basically, a bunch of keywords that add up to something that might sound interesting. And this PS5 clone, it can, do 4K. It can also do it's got 64 gigabytes of, it's got 64 to 120 gigabytes of storage. It's got 2.4G wireless controllers, and the best thing ever, more. I'm so surprised, the game console, it comes with games. That's so surprising. Also, I'd like to point this out. It says these ported game consoles is the CPS, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Mega Drive, Super Famicom, Famicom, PS1. Yeah. And let's look at the controller. This is clearly a PS5 controller. Yeah, I definitely need a PS5 controller for a fucking Game Boy game. And let's look at this game here. This is clearly not even, the most powerful console option here is probably the PS1. There's no way that's even the graphics of a PS1. At the best, that's a PS2 game. This kind of looks like Need for Speed Most Wanted on that Xbox 360. And this can support all the way up to 4K, because I need 4K for a Famicom game. I need that 4K for Super Mario Brothers. Oh, it's even better. It supports Atari. Hell yeah. I need that 4K for fucking Pong. Okay, let's actually have a look at the console here. So this is clearly trying to be a PS5. It's clearly trying to be a PlayStation 5. I mean, I think the only big difference is just the front of the console here, because you can see the power button here and the USB ports thing. I don't have a PS5, so I don't know how exactly accurate it is to the front of it. You got the stand here as well. But looking at the side of it, it's definitely trying to be like the PS5 digital edition looking at it. And I love how here it says it's the game box. Yeah, it's just the box that the console came in. It's just the box, bro. It's just the box. And let's look at this description here. Interest, video game, power mode, USB, operation voltage, 36 voltage. Okay, let's have a look. See more. Battery properties, without battery. Alright, so it doesn't fucking work. Alright, the next product we're looking at here is called the Wireless Retro Gaming Console 64GB 9 Emulator 4K HDMI output. Did we just forget names here? Are we just going on what the hell the console is? Did we just forget the names here? Are we going to call computers in the future RTX 4090 CPU 9? And can we just look at this photo quickly? So first of all, here we have the console itself, this PlayStation controller with Xbox things on it instead of, PlayStation symbols, because they don't want to get sued out here, because, PlayStation owns symbols now. But I want to look at this quickly. So this is clearly meant to be the Minecraft Xbox 360 cover art. However, they put 4K HDMI, because clearly they do not own the rights to have fucking Minecraft. Alright, I've now just found what the hell this thing can even play. You can play PS1, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Mega Drive, Super Famicom, Famicom, Atari 2600, and Atari 7800. Yeah, because I need 4K again for Atari games. Alright, so the next product we're looking at here is not a console, this is actually a game, and this is called New for the Zelda. Okay, New for the Zelda Master Quest 64 game card for the Nintendo 64 Games Nintendo consoles and N64 Games US N64 game boxes. I wonder, is this a Nintendo 64 game? It's definitely not obvious in the title. So if you look at the images, the N64 logo and the word Nintendo is clearly just scrubbed out, because, they don't want to get sued out here. And here's some photos the cartridge itself, yeah, makes sense, There's just kind of one big problem here. There's kind of just one big problem. This game doesn't fucking exist. Sort of, let me explain. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time The Master Quest Edition was an expansion for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64 DD, which never released. Alright, I want to correct my mistake here quickly. The Nintendo 64 DD did release, it's just only released in Japan because it sold so poorly in Japan that they never sold it anywhere else. It's because the Nintendo 64 DD did horribly, which accessory for the Nintendo 64 to allow it to support discs. It's never got released anywhere else in the world on a cartridge. Now eventually it did get released as I believe it was a pre-order bonus with Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. You get like a bonus with Ocarina of Time The Master Quest. But that means right here, they are actually just selling a bootleg Nintendo 64 game. And going off the images, it is still Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time The Master Quest, so they can at least just be sued out here for just selling a ROM. $32.98, which is the sale price from $75.99. Alright, so the next product we're looking at here is games. Yeah, that's it, games. That's all it says on it. 8-bit Classic Edition games. That's all it says on it, it's just games. Let's read what it says quickly. 8-bit game card, classic collection, multi-card game cartridge for 72-pin NES console, English language. What? What do you mean it's in English language? I wanted it in French! I love when you look at all the images, that's literally photoshopped on. Let me show. Look at that. That is clearly just photoshopped on there. Look at that! What does that say there? Classic collection. What? I thought I was going to get God of War on this. Oh, and this is model 239 as well, by the way. Important note, worked in any original NES. Oh, god damn it. I was going to put this in my PS2. And it says right here, I support customizing NES game cartridges. Just send me the ROM you need and I can finish it. So basically what you're doing here is, you are buying an unofficial NES game and you have to send him the ROM just so then he can send it back to you. By the way, this is £27.48p or £62.99. Most of the time, most NES games, you can get cheaper than just sending this to the ROM. And it will be official. The next console we're looking at here is the Game Station Mini. Let's read what the name is. 8-bit TV, AV output, plug and play, handheld game console. This is not a handheld game console, so that's not even right. Electronics, mini game station, kids toy, supports multi-classic retro games. Alright, so this is clearly trying to be a PS1, except there's just one problem. You got the wrong generation of consoles. So the PS1 was a 32-bit console, so what can this play? Only 8-bit games. You can only play 8-bit games. I love what it says it supports 2-player. I mean, let's be honest here, after you buy this, you're not going to have any friends anymore. Alright, so the next product we're going to look at is also a video game related product. I want you to keep that in mind. And it's good. I'm just going to read this out for you quickly. 4K HD game stick player wireless retro game console. Enjoy classic arcade games with much fun, ideal gifts for kids and adults. So, you're probably wondering why I'm not showing it to you yet. Well, when you think of a game console, what do you think of? A PlayStation, an NES, an SNES? Nah, according to this person, you should be thinking of a fucking lightsaber. Like, this is trying to be sold as a game console, it's just, all of it is just fucking lightsaber. Yeah, I'm playing some fucking Mario Kart. Yeah, let me go pull out my SNES. Oh, it's not working. Alright, let me go pull out my lightsaber quickly. And no one's reviewing it as, you know, the game console is meant to be. So people are giving it, like, someone gave it 5 stars. Someone gave it 5 stars when it's not even what it's advertised. It's meant to be a game console, but you got a fucking lightsaber instead. Someone said, you know, there's no screw hole, so something just fell out. Oh well, it's a game console apparently. You shouldn't be hitting people with it anyway. Alright, so the final product we're going to be looking at today for Temu Terror is this. Retro Double Battle Gaming Console with Remote Control. Enjoy. So apparently here we have this game controller, which, you notice the joysticks are just speakers. Somehow we've got a fucking TV stuck on the controller. Like, come on bro, the Wii U did horribly. Do you really want another Wii U like out there? We clearly have what meant to be some stolen characters right here, but you know, they don't got the rights. If I'm looking at it, this is probably trying to be like some Contra thing going on. Handheld 2-in-1 machine. Alright, very nice, very nice. What do they mean by 2-in-1? What? Can I play video games on this while watching porn at the same time? Like, what do you mean by 2-in-1? Ah, now I see, apparently it's also a Samsung Galaxy S10 as well. Oh, and it says it right here in the description. Applicable age group 12 years old. Not included. What do you mean not included? What are you telling me? I don't get a 12-year-old with this? What the fuck? But it also says 14 years old. Oh, sweet. I got a 14-year-old included. Alright, I think that's going to do it for today's episode of Temu Terror. If you really liked the series, hit that like button. Anything else you want me to type up in Temu, put it down in the comment section below. If you want me to kill myself, say that as well. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. See you guys. She disappeared across the boardwalk.